Cowboys. Starting the fourth quarter, the Cowboys going back to the loaded set on the left, and yet it's going to be a run play to the left, and it doesn't get them anything despite the fact that they had almost all of their receivers on that side for blocking. So 2nd and 7, it got them 3 yards. And a fake! That's going to be tipped and dropped. Incomplete. Not sure what the ref was doing there. It looked like he was trying to demonstrate some sort of position to somebody. So this is how we do it in America. Now they got all the receivers loaded on the right, and they're going to throw across the middle, and it's going to be 4th down. He didn't quite get to the 1st down marker. And that right outside linebacker, number 10 for the Browns, he's had quite a day on the defense. Got 5 tackles, but then again, when you've been on the field as much as the Browns defense has been in this game, you expect your defensive stats to get padded quite a bit. This one's going to go out of the end zone. Touchback. Starting from the 20, can the Browns redeem themselves? Is it comeback time? Ooh, nice breaking of the tackle, and there's a 1st down. Something right finally goes for the Browns. Of course, we said the same thing about that fumble I said the same thing about that fumble they recovered earlier, and then look how that turned out. Throwing downfield, that's a wide open catch. Good chunky yards. If he had just managed to shake the corner there, I think he probably could have waltzed all the way in for a touchdown. As it is, though, the Browns are finally past midfield, and they're on the 20... between the 29 and the 28-yard line. From the gun, another throw over to that side, and that's going to go over the head of the receiver, who immediately kicks down the pylon on his way back to the huddle. Shame on him for making the refs have to work harder. Then again, kudos to him for making the refs work harder. Alright? Again from the gun. They're trying to get big yardage and quickly. That's going to be a throw, and that's going to be caught, but for almost nothing. As the safety got plowed there, but he's alright. He gets back up and will continue playing. Two-minute warning. So 2 minutes left for the Browns to try to pull off a miracle. From the gun again, this is going to be a throw for the 1st down. And we're going no huddle. It's within 2 minutes, folks. It's time to pull out the no huddle for the Browns. You kind of had to expect this. Again, this time with almost no one in the backfield. That's going to be another throw, and it's going to be picked off again. 4 times, and this one's not going to be stopped. I don't know, though. Number 7, I believe he's one of the receivers, managed to run down the relatively much slower linebacker there, and he got him. So I believe that's checkmate. Browns still trying to call timeouts. But you gotta believe this is their last gasp right here. Another timeout called after that run. And the Cowboys, of course, are playing smart clockwork. That's going to be a first down, and that's just going to ruin the Browns' chances to just time out their way out of this. So all the Cowboys really have to do now is just run the clock out, and it's pretty much gravy from here. Unless, of course, they fumble and the Browns run it all the way back for a touchdown. But at this point, I just don't think that's going to happen. Now with the way number 37 has been running, it's going to be another touchdown for the Cowboys. And that's going to seal it right there. 17-0 is what it's going to be after this kick. If it's successful, and chances are it will be. It is just an extra point. They have been blocked. They have been missed. But with the Cowboys team this good, do you think they're going to miss this? As expected, right down the middle and good. 17-0 with 1:06 left in the game, and the Browns are pretty much buried. Dallas kicks it, and that's going to get them out to about the 26-yard line with 1:04. So that's all they have to work with. And if they can score 18 points to win this game, or even 17 and send it into overtime in 1:04, I will be absolutely amazed, especially with just one timeout. But as is, that's pretty much unlikely to happen, and almost got picked off a 5th time. This is not a good day for the Cleveland Browns, especially not their quarterback. He's, like I said, he's been picked off 4 times. Sacked twice. Here they go again from again going with the passing, and that's going to result in a first down. But at this point, it seems to me as though it's too little too late. Wide receiver number 10, your player of the game for the Cowboys, with 5 catches and 100 and... I didn't exactly see what that said. Ooh, hit as he threw, and it's going to be 4th down. I thought they had a first down on that last throw. Apparently I was mistaken, so it's going to be 4th down with 43 seconds. And from here, oh, they're going to go for it. But, you know, at this point, why not? Cowboys load up on the line. That's going to be a throw, and he dropped it to make a turnover on downs. It got jostled from his arms. Apparently that glitch I saw earlier and that you're seeing now with the 6 being on the field, apparently that is a glitch where the offense is in the huddle as the defensive team, but it fixes itself as soon as the actual offense and defense gets on the field. They're going to kneel it right here. And one more kneel down should do it. And while we're waiting for this game to be put in the books, let's just take a look back a little bit at what's happening, what's happened in this game. You got to admit the Cowboys absolutely came out here and dominated today. To consider that 14 of their 17 points came in the second half alone, and there's the end of the game. 17-0. The Cowboys are going to win it in our first exhibition Madden 07 game. And that's going to do it. Let's take a quick look at some statistics here, folks. First, individual stats. Quarterback number 6 for the Browns. Got 100 yards. You can't forget it. He got 100 yards in the game, but he was 4 for 8, so that's a solid 50% completion average, or completion percentage. Oh, excuse me. That 4 is the interceptions column. He was 8 for 22 with a completion percentage of 36%, and his QB rating was absolutely in the dumps. This compared to the Cowboys quarterback, which got a QB rating of 137.4, perfect rating, 149 yards, 1 TD, no interceptions, 7 out of 11 attempts were completions for 63%. That's probably the worst stat in here, an average of 13.5 yards a throw. While we're thinking of it, let's look at our player of the game, the receiving core. Number 10, 5 receptions for 142 yards, average of 28.3. Of course, a good chunk of those yards came from that 84-yard touchdown throw that he had, with, of course, that 1 TD. And yards after catch is 58. Average yards after catch, 11.5. No drops. So that has been our first exhibition match. We hope you enjoyed it. And this is Mr. Sir 1995 signing off till the next one.